Uh-oh. Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. Be sure to say hello and where you're tuning in from. I'm dying to know. I am sitting here in my studio in Peoria, Arizona. Okay, let's see. Hey, Stacy. Hi, Carolyn and Sue. Who else is watching? Let's see. Say hello so I know you can hear me and I can hear you. Well, I can't hear you, but I can see your name and if you talk to me. So if you are brand new here, if you would follow, like, and subscribe to Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate it. Hey, Nancy, I have a little bit of a contest going on Instagram. If you know anyone or if you do not follow me on Instagram, I am ever so close to reaching 2,000 followers. And so if you would follow me on Instagram, and also if you have friends who you think might like what I do, ask them to follow me. And then once I hit 2,000, I will do a giveaway. I'm super excited about that. And then also May 1st is Ann Corbiere-Scott Design's second birthday. I'm super excited about that. And so we are going to be doing something totally different and super fun. It's another sort of a contest, but it's an artsy one, so you know it'll be fab. Anyway, today let's talk about, I haven't done one of these in a while, and I really wanted to, I guess that's the best answer for all of that. And ask to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott. That's where, if I do any kind of a free printable or there are groups within that, there are files within that so I can post different kinds of things. And it's the kindest, most wonderful, it's the most wonderful creative community. So today I just happen to have a lot of stamp designs coming out. I draw stamp designs for Unity. I love them. They're a beautiful family company, and they are the kindest, most lovely people. Good morning, Jennifer. And I have these three, and I have lots more coming out soon. So I thought I need to catch up and start creating with my own stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I have Butterfly Moment, I have Close Knit, and I have Extraordinary. Those three are the ones that I have out right now, and Extraordinary is the newest one, and I think it might still be on sale. If you when they first come out, they go on sale, like a drastic sale. But watch Unity because they have nice sales very often. Anyway, I took the liberty of stamping these, pre-stamping them before we gathered. So I have the heart, I have Extraordinary, and I have Butterfly. And so I just thought I would just, you know what? I just want to do some easy painting this morning. The knit heart, oh, I love it. I love it so much. Solomon, holy smokes, he's so moany-groany this morning, isn't he? Let's do the butterfly. I haven't done anything with the butterfly yet, so I'm kind of feeling that. So I'm going to pull my watercolors out, and then I have all kinds of other things to blab about with you today. I got some beautiful mail from there we go. I shouldn't talk. I try and talk and do things at the same time. Okay, I got this beautiful envelope in the mail from Allison Bell, who lives in Alabama. Look at this gorgeousness. Look at this gorgeousness right here and now. Oh my gosh, look at, she's got Grandma Moses, she's got Mary Cassatt, she's got John Sloan, she's got Barrel Cactus because I live in Arizona, Audubon, oh my gosh. And so the reason that she sent me this card, I mean, she sent me cards before, but the reason that she sent this one was, April was National Letter Writing Month. And so she wrote me a lovely letter. Don't you love a letter? Don't you love a letter? And look at, she used the mom art printable. I just love that. And then within the card was this heart. Thank you for being nice, for being kind, for being helpful, for being special. And it's a handmade heart. Look at it. So I'm thinking that we should do this. We should make some of these hearts. And she just gives them away. She says, I'm sending you one of the hearts that I've been making and randomly passing out to people I see doing nice things for others and being kind. You are one of them. How cool is that? So I'm thinking we should do that. We should make some art papers and then cut out some hearts and give them away. It'll be our own kindness project. How cool is that? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Allison. Let's see, I'll set that back. So, let's see. Hey, Keels, how are you this morning? Isn't it gorgeous? What a beautiful card, I'm telling you. I just fell in love with it. Okay, so I'm feeling like I want to kind of do monarch colors, but I don't have a monarch example, so I'm just going to do the best of my memory. Everybody take a drink. Okay, so I think I'm just kind of really feeling those oranges and, you know, the orange and the black. They're so pretty. So up here, this one, can I tell you how much I'm ever so grateful for this? I just love it. So let's start painting and chatting, shall we? I'm going to... You know what, I was trying to paint on this thing, but it's kind of hogging up too much room. So I'm just gonna pull this over and paint right on my desk. I'm a grown-up, I can decide to do that. So I'm gonna get these, my oranges that I'm kind of feeling, and my yellows. I'm just kind of feeling those, maybe that one. So I'm just going to start to activate that paint like we do. And then I'm going to start out light. So I'm just going to do kind of this yellowy orange. I'm just going to start filling in spaces. And the same one over here. So I read this article. You guys, it was so good. It was so good. And it was all about outdoorsy. Like, you might not think of yourself as outdoorsy, but outdoorsy can be small acts. It doesn't mean you have to hike the Grand Canyon. It can mean just watching a bird outside your window. Just that little bit of nature in your life can have... Hey, Angela! That's the owner and the fabulousness behind Unity Stamps. Everybody say, hey! Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of my deeper orange, and I'm going to start to kind of introduce that. At the bigger end of these little sections, which are called something, I'm sure. The spots on the butterfly, I don't know just yet. But because we're doing it while it's still kind of wet, we're getting a really cool blend. Look at that. So let's do the same thing here and here. And let's try an even deeper orange. And just do a dot of that color there. And if it doesn't move as much as you kind of want it to, you can rinse your brush, tap it off. And you know, this is going to be, Gretchen, here's the thing. I didn't print off this is just going to be kind of my own version of a monarch because I don't remember the, I don't know. I don't remember exactly how they look, and so I'm just kind of creating my own kind of monarch. But shut up, look at that. 3 colors, and look at how pretty that is. Now I'm feeling like, let's do that for all of our spots on our butterfly. So let's start with that first. Ooh, but I really wanted to use this color. So let's do this here. I love that color, isn't it pretty? Let's do the same one here. So anyway, the whole outdoorsy thing, I just found that to be so fascinating. And here's what I learned. They say that the oh, stop it! Look at that. So pretty. That small moments in nature, watching a bird out your window or caring for your plants, can have a huge positive effect on a person. Enormous emotional and cognitive benefits from just small moments in nature. That it can, sorry, I'm tapping. Improved attention, lower stress, better mood, reduced risk of psychiatric disorders, and even an uptick in empathy and cooperation. Just from going outside in your yard, just from walking around the block and looking at the flowers or, you know, caring for your plants. It's spring, so I know everybody doesn't have spring flowers out just yet, but even going out and planning where you're going to put your spring flowers, I just think that it all has a positive effect, you know? Everybody take a drink. Can I tell you, I'm loving this. I'm loving this blend. Let's see. Let's do this one. Same here. I have some of these that I have stamped onto just copy paper that I'm going to incorporate in my art journal. So if you happen to have this stamp, know that that's coming down the pike. Okay. Now look. Hey, Kathy. It does have such a positive effect. Even if I'm just walking around my yard, I have I'm kind of mixing some oranges here, see what happens. That's pretty. I did just put out a new bird feeder, a new hummingbird feeder, so I'm anxious about that. I do really like watching the birds through the window, or if I'm sitting out there. It's starting to get hot here though, so not as much sitting outside. Although in my backyard I have this huge umbrella, and as long as it's not windy, because that umbrella is just crazy. The name of this stamp is Butterfly Moments from Unity. Hi, Kathy. What is my favorite brush? So, a butterfly moment. You know what? I have a couple. So this is Connoisseur is my favorite. I don't spend a lot of money on brushes. I like synthetic brushes, and I usually don't spend more than like $5 is the top. But Connoisseur I really like because they hold the shape. I like a brush with a good snap, right? See how some people like bristles that are more floppy. I like a nice snap. So when you're looking at brushes in Michael's or the art supply store or wherever you're shopping for them, look at the snap. That's a thing to consider. And the more you watercolor, the more you figure out what speaks to you. But a nice snap. But when I was in Puerto Rico, I found these Simply Simmons, oh my gosh, one more time, Ann. Simply Simmons, and these were made in the Dominican Republic. I really like that nice snap, and look at it, really holds its shape. So that's my new one. And Connoisseur comes in all sizes, so does Simply Simmons. Anyway, I like a number 4 is kind of my go-to. A number 1 if I have detailing things to do. Anyway, I hope that gives you the information you were looking for. Let's go down here and do this big one. This one's kind of dark, isn't it? There we go. Okay, let's come in with something a little deeper. Let's go right here. Let's do that same, there we go. Just drop that little bit of a deeper shade right there. And then I just like to kind of tap it, get it moving just a little bit. Rinse my brush, tap off the excess. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't know if you can see the coolness factor. Look at that. I just love that bleed. It's just really, right? I'm loving it. And every brush is going to be, I will say, the bleed is so pretty, Keels. Alexa, off. Okay, now can you hear me? Better? I did have Alexa on classical focus. So if you just take your time while you're painting like this, you're gonna start to like think about things that you can, ways that you can continue on your creation. Do you know what I mean? Let's move that a little bit. So I'm, you know, a monarch is oranges and black, right? But opposite on the color wheel of orange is blue. Opposite on the color wheel of yellow is purple. So I'm feeling like I want to take some kind of, like I need to incorporate a bluey purple somewhere along the line. So maybe the body of the butterfly, maybe just some gel pen just around each little something. We'll see. So let's start to fill some more of these. So let's just start with that kind of a goldenrod color. There. There. And then let's come in with a deeper orange. Let's just put that dot there, that dot there, and then just let it bleed. Stop! Look how cool it is. Let's go with this one. Just taking your time. Okay, take that deeper orange, and let's do that again. We're just gonna drop. So this is, you know, it's just kind of a hybrid of wet on wet, right? Look at that, it's so pretty. Now let's do these dots of color. Let's just start with our, like our nice yellow that we've kind of been using all along. And you can certainly paint small spaces with a bigger brush. You just need to be light, have a light touch, and you really need to think about the way you get to know your tools, your whatever's in your artsy arsenal, is by using them over and over again. So when you use your tools over and over again, you start to know, okay, I can fill this small dot with very little effort. I can just barely touch my paper. Okay, so I'm wondering if we should, well, no, I really want to put some darker in there. Doesn't it, Wit? Oh my gosh. I just kind of had a dream about this last night. So I'm just going to barely touch some of that deeper orange in there. That one got a lot. Oh well. Do the same over here. The little ones I think are too little. I think they are, there we go. Oh, it's so pretty. Now I see that like this, I wanna do my Jiggy Jaggy blend right there to soften that edge. This one is perfection. I'm just gonna say. This one needs just a little bit of help, right? I am using, so my watercolors are, here's a funny thing. So I have, you know, I don't deny myself any cuteness. And so I have all of these tins from Prima. And, but I found myself using the same ones over and over again. So God bless my friend Tessa, who's a very organized person, quite the opposite of her friend Anne. But she created this this swatch chart, and on the back, yeah, no kidding, she's got each collection of colors, of sets of, like each tin of colors in its own, she's got them listed like 1, 2, I think I have like 44, 104, I don't know. She told me how many it was, like 100 and something. Anyway, she's got them all listed on the back side, and then on the front, there's the numbers. So if I run out of one, you can just order, like I have a purple here that I need to replace. So I can just order just that color. Anyway, because of and then we laid them out in this big tray that we got, this big palette that we got on Amazon. I hate giving them my money, but you get it quick and it's cheap and, you know, it serves its purpose. We laid down score tape, and then we stuck all the little pans of watercolor down. And now I use all the colors, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy because I see them all. I kept using just the one same tin, but anyway, that's that. So does that help? Does that help? I know, but you know how you learn, Kathy? You just keep, that's what art journals are for. They're for learning. They're for experimentation and oh, I need a drink. Figuring things out. Right? It's not supposed to be a book of masterpieces. It's supposed to be a book of, ooh, I learned these two colors look really nice together. I learned, you know, whatever you learned. Just know that that's what art journals are supposed to be all about. So now I'm feeling like, so now I'm going to do Extraordinary, which is my latest design. Whitney, is this one on sale right now? And I'm going to use cool purples. I just happen to like cool purples more than warm purples, but that doesn't mean I won't use a warm purple, that's for sure. So I think I'm going to kind of play with that same technique. And that's another thing. If you kind of play with a new technique, keep doing it. Keep doing it and doing it and doing it. I'm telling you, that's the way you'll figure things out, is by doing it and doing it and doing it. So let's do, oh, look at that. Look at how pretty that is. I'm going to paint over these little stamen, and then I will come back in and fiddle around with a gel pen or something. There we go. This poor purple is just dying. I just need to order some more. But you know. So I want to help that along a little bit. Look at that pretty bleed. Oh, I just love it. Let's get some more water in this lighter purple. Nice. Okay, let's do some of that deeper purple again. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. So let's move to a different flower. I don't know, let's do something pink maybe. So I'm just gonna get activate all of my pinks, see where we go. All right. Let's get this one going, the lightest one. Do this little. Let's do a couple. Hey Jill, how are you? There. All right. Rinse our brush. And then let's come in with this next pink. Let's see how we, oh, look at that. Oh, I'm loving that. Now let's do some more petals. Don't you just love flowers? I just love flowers so much. Now let's come in with that deeper pink. That's so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. This is seriously so gorgeous. What about something in the blue family? We haven't played with blues. Hi, Barbara. Tell me where you're from. Oh, Catherine, yes. Lots of like letting letting each layer dry before you put in your next layer, unless you're doing wet on wet like this. But I'm telling you, letting each layer I find, if unless I'm doing a wet on wet technique, if I let that first layer dry all the way, then I can control my paint. I mean, and that's just the thing about watercolors, right? Any water soluble medium, you're going to get to know it the more you use it. You'll start to see your results the more you use it, right? So now I'm going to come in with this deepest pink, and let's just do a little bit of that. And these are all pretty, you can see they're kind of from the same tonal family. These three pinks. There we go. Let's just let that kind of work its magic for a little bit. Rinse, tap, tap, tap. Just start to kind of pull it just ever so slightly. Just move it just a little bit, kind of help it along a little bit. I know, I love that this one can be used. I've seen so many girls do so many things on the Unity design team. Oh my gosh. Like, so many people have cut this in half and done either 2 card fronts, or they did a slimline, and oh my gosh, so many cool things. So many cool things. I just knew I wanted to play with paint, and I haven't gotten a chance to really play with these designs. And I just thought, what better day than today? Okay, let's see. What about this one? Shall we do, I said blues, didn't I? Let's start with this lightest blue. Water is your friend too, let me tell you. People get a little bit intimidated by water, and let's just start. See what happens if we blend them all together. See what happens. Okay. Come in with that. Remember, you need to just work that water into your paint. Just activate all of those colors. The most important thing is take your time. Don't be in a big rush. Look at that blue, that's beautiful together. Let's do these petals. Water. If your paint is too saturated, like this feels way too saturated to me. Like, I'll dip my brush in water and pull some of that pigment over. Because I like to paint in layers. I like to paint in light layers and then build and build and build. You know I love bright colors, but oh, let's put that up there. You can always make it darker. You can't. It's way harder to take color away. So let's get some of that. There, there, there. Oh, that's a dark one. And now I think I want to come in with this deepest blue. Again, work that water into your pan of color. And just little bits. Okay, so I think I'm gonna let this, because I don't want to paint next to anything that's wet right now. I'm gonna move that around, and I'm feeling like, remember I was telling you about opposites on the color wheel, and I know a monarch is black and orange, but I think I want to get some purple in there. So I'm thinking. I'm going to dig through my gel pens and find a purple one. I have this one, but I think I have the purple sparkle pop, which, oh, I have that purple one too. There we go. Okay, so let's get that going. Always prime your pens before you put it on your beautiful piece of work, you know? You'll be so sad. So I'm wondering if I just come in. So I have this really skinny, I don't even know if it's a gel pen. I don't know. I'm just gonna come in and just do ever so slight bits of purple in between. I was just gonna outline these bits. Let's see what that looks like. This is still just a little bit wet, and you know what, my heat gun is upstairs because I had friends over on Sunday, and I've been a lazy bum and didn't bring everything back downstairs just yet. See, look at that. That is just really making that orange pop. This purpley pen. So I'm thinking I want to do this, and then maybe I want to go over little bits and pieces with my sparkle pop. I think that will be really effective in what I see in my mind's eye. You know how you see okay, let's read, while I'm waiting for, I want everything to dry on here. So let's read our passage from the Comfort Book. For when you reach rock bottom, you have survived everything you have been through, and you will survive this too. Stay for the person you will become. You are more than a bad day, a week, or a month, or a year, or even a decade. You are a future of multifarious possibility. You are another self at a point in future time, looking back in gratitude that this lost and former you held on. Stay. Isn't that the truth? You know, it does all pass. It does all pass, doesn't it? But sometimes we get ourselves so so mired in it that we forget that it'll pass. This too shall pass. There was a reason someone coined that phrase. Like everything, really good things will pass and really crappy things will pass. And you'll just live on to another day, you know? I did want to say that I did get my new Strawberry Moon magazine. I have not been able to, I've been just slammed, so I haven't been able to just peruse it. But again, it's made of the most luxurious, if you are an art journaler, it is just the thing for you. Do you remember in the first issue they had the they had a whole selection of like every black pen you could imagine. In this edition, look at, they have water soluble everything. So that just speaks to my water soluble soul. I just love everything that can be moved with water, right? If color can be moved with water, that's my jam. So there's all kinds of things in here. And I got in a package. Hey Lenora, I got a package yesterday from Adorn It, the other company that I designed for. You know, was just bragging about how lucky I am that the two companies that I designed for are family-owned businesses, and they are so pure in their intent with their products. It makes a huge difference, because I've designed for all kinds of companies and all kinds of manufacturers, and Unity and Adorn It are right there at the tippity top. But anyway, starting on Thursday, I will be doing a stitch along with my brand new Stitch the States. These are State Flower Stitch Club. So go to Adorn It's Stitch It with Adorn It, and we will be starting to stitch these together. I also have a stitch along on my Stitch the States Facebook group, where I do these full state designs. It's just like a half an hour. So Strawberry Moon is a fabulous art journaling magazine, and it is, I think that you can, I'm trying to think where the, how you can purchase it is like Strawberry Moon dot, let me find it. Here we go. Strawberry Moon erg. Hey Karen. Thank you, Keely. Strawberry Moon dot art. So the cool thing about Strawberry Moon is you can buy it either digitally or a paper copy. I mean, it's so crazy to get a magazine in the mail. It's so awesome. Remember back in the day when we used to get magazines in the mail all the time? Anyway, they it comes out once a quarter, and it's just jam. If you are an art journaler or intrigued with art journaling, it is just jam-packed with fabulousness. It's just the greatest. I just love it. I just love it, love it, love it. Everybody take a drink. Okay, let's come in with this purple pen again. And I'm just going to, like I said, I'm just going to go around. I just want that little bit of purple. There we go. I think that little bit of purple is just really doing what I wanted it to do. I just wanted it to lay right next to that orange and kind of goldy yellow. And I think I want to do the outlines in black, you know, the very edge of the wings. I want to do that in black. I just think it'll work really nicely with the purple pen. But I do want to do some of that sparkle pop somehow, and I don't know. I haven't figured that out just yet. I just know that I want the purple to kind of be, I want it there, but not overpowering, you know? But I want it to show its pretty face, right? There we go. And like I said, it's going to take me a while, and that's okay. You don't need to be in a big rush, right? Art shouldn't be in a big rush. There we go. Look at how pretty that is. Let's come over to this one. Just a little bit of purple. See, I went all the way down, I think. Yep. I want to go all the way down with this one. And this. Color that in. So I hope everybody goes outdoors and gets a little bit of nature today. I think that that will do all of us so much good. I will be tending to my flowers. Seeing if I get any hummingbirds with my new feeder. How are you going to try and get a little bit of nature in today? Let's talk about that. What will you do? You know? I did that one. Didn't do this one. I'm getting in my zone. Oh, Vicky, I love that you're going to work on your flower beds. Do you know what you're going to, did you already plant or did you, Bonnie, it's so good. It's so, so good. It's so good. It's just nice to get something in the mail that's just fun to look at, you know? It's not fun to look at your stinking Visa bill, crying out loud. But it is sure fun to look at art. And look for those security envelopes. Tessa brought me a whole stack. She's not a huge art journaler, but she knows I am. I am crazy about anything water soluble too. Like, that's my jam. I mean, I have Copic pens and I do play with them occasionally, but my go-to is water soluble. Always. I just like to move color with water. Hi, Della. How are you? Okay. I just feel like that little bit of purple has really... loving it. I'm loving it, loving it. But now I feel like, I wonder... Oh, I have it all. I have it all, Bonnie. Every water-soluble something, I've got it. Where are you coming from, Della? Where are you watching from? Everybody take a drink. Okay, let's see. Oh, we're still wet. Looks like we're still wet. Minnesota. All right. Are you on, which side of the state are you on? Yep. I think kids are the best because they have no inhibitions when it comes to that stuff, right? This is still wet, so I'm going to set that back. I love that. So I don't know if I want to do more purple. I'm feeling like I really want to do more purple. I think I want to color this whole section purple. And I know I could paint it, but I don't know. I just really am kind of feeling the coloring vibe going on right now. Northwest Metro. Okay, okay. How about you, Bonnie? Where are you watching from? That is a perfect gift. Because you know what? That's a gift that they're gonna he'll play with forever. I give art supplies to everyone. Because eventually they'll play with them, right? I sent big boxes of Crayola crayons to my great niece and nephew on National Crayon Day. I mean, now, golly, that box, I think it had like 120 colors. How crazy is that? Do you remember? Like, we only got the 24 color back in the day for back to school. And I dreamed of getting the 64 with the sharpener on the back. So now I have 2 boxes of 64. 2 different projects that I was working on. But anyway, every time I go to Walmart or Target, I always look at the colors. Exactly, Bonnie. And you just want to keep creating those opportunities. Just keep creating those opportunities for them to create at your house. Isn't it? The purple is just, oh my gosh. So think about your color wheel. Remember, it's like $5 on $5 on Amazon, and it's there's a link on my Amazon affiliate, my Anne's Artsy Arsenal, on my website, because I just think it's one of the best tools you can have. That's so cool, Bonnie. But with that 24 box of crayons, can I tell you, I could do all kinds of things. Because remember, we've talked about, it doesn't matter what your art supply, I don't care if it's a box of Crayola watercolors. I've done amazing stuff with whatever, with Crayolas, with a pen, with whatever I have at my disposal, right? So it's not about fancy, it's just knowing your supplies, right? So if you have, so okay, so here's my thought about jelly rollers. I do like the Jelly Roll brand. I'm telling you, the key to any kind of jelly pen is priming it, right? Priming it on a piece of scratch paper. And then here's the other key. Barely touching your paper and working slow. Slow and barely touching that paper. Like, don't put any pressure on your jelly pen. Because it takes, think about, that ink needs to come down, right? And especially like a Uniball Signo or a jelly roller, that's got to go around that ball at the end of the pen. So you barely want to touch the paper. Well, Bonnie, now I want to see what you do with it. Can I just talk to you about how much I'm loving this purple now? How it's looking next to the, look at the difference. Oh, it's so pretty. I just have a bag of all of the jelly pens that I have. So these are by Uli. You name it, I've got them. But I just, I kind of go by color. And Uli is a very inexpensive brand. But look it's doing what I want it to do. You do not have to buy the most expensive supplies. You don't. My studio has the gamut of supplies. The most expensive supplies aren't going to make up for practice and just getting to know your whatever you've got. Oh, Keely, how's that? Oh, I would love to have new floors. Okay, so Keely says that time is up. Can you believe it? It goes so fast. But we will be back here on Thursday, and Thursday is art journaling day. So bring your artsy arsenal and your art journal. And remember, our art journal is our composition book. And be sure to bring your watercolors and some brushes for Thursday. And we will have ourselves a time, as we always do. Oh my gosh, I can barely stop. So I will post this after I'm done so that you can see what I've created. And then please, if you have this stamp, create something and post it. I'm telling you, we would love to see it. If you are a Unity person, there is a there's a Facebook group called Unity Show and Tell. That's a place to share. But also, please share to me and let me know your, tag me so I can see it. And remember, I am so close to getting 2,000. I know that that's not a big amount of followers in some people's book, but it is for me. So if you know someone who you think might like my stuff, or if you don't happen to follow me on Instagram just yet, please consider doing so. There's my lid. And remember, tomorrow is Stitch Along on Stitch the States with Ann Corbiere-Scott private Facebook group. Just ask to join that. And Thursday, we're going to do some art journaling. And then after that, I will be doing on the Stitch It Facebook group for Adorn It, I will be introducing my brand new State Flowers Stitch Club. And we will be doing a little stitch along there. I have to cut my fabric today. Keely, I wish you were here to do that for me. I adore everybody. Thank you so much. And I will see you tomorrow and Thursday and. Don't forget, mark the date. Save the date for Sunday, May 1st. Because we've got some fun stuff planned for the birthday celebration. Talk to you all soon. Bye.